And we're back with, you guessed it, another fault find. So this one we got a call saying the customer's cooker and kitchen sockets weren't working. So on first sight we had a tripped RCD, so the first thing was just to see which circuit it actually was that had the problem. So we did the little process of elimination, and it turns out it was the kitchen sockets themselves. The oven was fine. As seen in some of our previous videos, the first thing to do was start unplugging everything in the kitchen and making sure all the appliances were disconnected. So we took everything out. The customer had mentioned this socket happened to be a bit problematic, so that was one of the first places we looked. But we ran our insulation test and straight away it was clear that there was a cable problem. This socket certainly wasn't looking too healthy, but it actually wasn't the issue. But either way, we cut it off and put a new socket on there anyway. Next thing, it was carrying out our usual fault finding procedures, doing the insulation test to try and diagnose and find a faulty leg of cable. Narrowed it down to this leg, and funnily enough, it disappeared as an old cable and reappeared as a new one, so that definitely confirmed there was a joint somewhere too, which clearly had the fault in it. It definitely went under the customer's kitchen tiled floor, and she had no interest in trying to repair it. So the next step was to do what we suggested in the previous video, and we narrowed it to 2 radial circuits and put it on a 20 amp breaker. The oven was separate anyway, and I gave her the run through on in terms of loading what might be an issue, and she was fine with that. Then carried out the re-insulation tests and everything was all good now. Also tightened up the connections in the consumer unit because they were ridiculously loose as well. Once that was done, all the sockets put back neatly and the new socket face on that tatty old one, we were good to go. Then everything came back on, all the problems were solved and all the sockets were working again. Whilst I was there, she asked us to move quite a big pot plant because she was elderly, so of course I obliged. Then it was the usual tidy up, get rid of the rubbish, and we were done again. Another fault find sorted.